I'm headed in for a cold, snowy morning. So it's a pretty cold, snowy day today. I woke up and took the dog out. It was snowing, which I figured it would snow at least one more time before it got extremely warm. I think it's supposed to warm back up in the 60s by the end of the week, and it's got a little nice little snow. The surrounding areas, especially in the higher elevations, have gotten pretty good about the amount of snow. Here in Bristol, we're probably not going to even get a skiff. I'll be surprised if we get anything more than that. But it's snowing. It's nice 31 degrees out. My camera just bounced everywhere. These bumps. It's even worse now. There you go. I'm going around a curve and trying to do this with a tractor and trailer, which I'm not sure why tractor and trailers are on this road. They're usually not supposed to be on this road unless they're being detoured. I don't think they're supposed to be on this road. I never hardly see any tractor trailers, and I just seen 2 on this road. It's crazy. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought trying to adjust this camera because that bump. Oh yeah, so it's snowing. It's nice 32 degrees, and it went up to a degree. It's in that between mark there, 31, 32 degrees, snowing. It's coming down, and it's I mean, I don't know how long it's going to snow today. Hopefully not too long. And I just, at this point, you know, winter's pretty much over with. Why snow? You know, why give us another snow? Of course, we had that, you know, the dreaded blizzard of 93. And I want to say it was in March when it did it, so I think it was in March. I think that's what I was alive, and I was real little when that happened. But it was, I remember the snow coming up to my waist, but I was little then. It was a bad snow. I was in Damascus at the time, and it snowed quite a bit. And I think if I'm not mistaken, it knocked the power out of our house. And we were technically, although we were in Damascus, we were technically just on the outskirts of Damascus. The county line ended at our driveway. So we were pretty much last on the list of getting our power back up. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it went. And so our power goes out pretty much like right away. And we try to, you know, tough it out for a few nights. We had a fireplace, so we slept in the living room and try to keep it warm. But end up having to go to a nearby motel because there's just no way of surviving without, you know, all the necessities of in that small little. I mean, I guess we could have done it if we was in a more proper suited house for it, I guess. I don't know. It was just it was hard to access our house because you had to go up a really big hill just to get to do the other stuff. You just start going up a hill and come back down just to get towards our house, and then you had to go up our driveway too. And that hill, it was a no-go. I do remember though, I think my uncle, I ended up calling him because the landlines were still working. And for if you're younger than me and don't know what that is, it's a device that we had on inside of our house, you know, kind of like our cell phone, but it was mounted to the wall, and everybody in the house could use it. You didn't leave the house; it stayed there, and someone that wanted to contact you, at your house could contact you directly at your house. That's the only way they could contact you, because we really didn't have cell phones. So, I mean, I don't think I got a cell phone until I was in high school. But I remember, I think it was that blizzard. It was that blizzard, or was 98. I can't remember. It was a 98 blizzard. It was 97, one of those years. But I ended up contacting my uncle to come up there, and he made it up one side and down the other, got a fire started, because he lived in Damascus at the time too. And it may have been the 98 blizzard, I can't remember. But I remember it was pretty bad for both blizzards. 93 was way worse, though, by far. It was just a deep, deep snow. And in Damascus, we got snow. Growing up, I got snow quite a bit. And they still get some snow. You know, where I live in Bristol now, I don't get to see it as much, but when we get a skiff, they're getting, you know, at least an inch or so. And so it's I just don't see it as much. It is not as, I guess where we're located, it's a little warmer. And I talked about that when in the summertime back in a Damascus video. I was talking about how it's at least, you know, 5 to 10 degrees cooler in Damascus. You're in that valley, and it's just, you know, I always remembered it being cool growing up. And, you know, if I travel to Damascus right now, I'm sure they've got snow on the ground, and it's nice and cool. It's probably, you know, well, way below, it's probably, you know, probably 20 some degrees in Damascus if I had to take a wild guess, instead of 32 here. So, I mean, it's just, it was always cooler. You know, just the temperature was cooler growing up in Damascus. And I just didn't, and I remember the snows and stuff like that, and sleigh riding. Here, you don't get it. You don't get the snow. It's just warmer. I mean, it's 32 degrees and it is snowing. And I don't know what this dump truck driver's doing, but he's a little bit aggravating. Just staying in my lane over here, going back and forth, standing on one side over here, aggravating me. And then speeds up and blows past me. So, yeah, just it's a little snowy day. It won't mount too much here. I doubt that it'll snow past noon. If it does, I'll be surprised. And then I think Thursday or Friday is supposed to be back up in the 60s. So this will be the last rattle of snow for winter. I'm enjoying seeing all these trees blooming and flowers starting to bloom. I hope this snow doesn't kill off. And don't get me wrong, I like watching snow. I just don't like getting out in the weather. And it's not the weather per se, it's the other drivers. I hate getting around people that if it even calls for snow or a snowflake, everybody becomes the worst driver in the world, and they all have to end up hitting the Food City or Walmart and grabbing 14 gallons of milk and 14 loaves of bread, which I don't understand why. It's not like you can't get out in this stuff. It's not even doing anything to get out in, you know. I could maybe understand if we were in, say, I don't know, Wisconsin or Minnesota or something, and it was, you know, 5 feet of snow. I don't know if it was 5 feet up there, but just saying. I can understand if it was in a place where it snowed quite a bit, and you may need to make sure you gain some supplies, but I guarantee you, okay, I'm getting ready, Food City's on my left right now, and yes, the parking lot is already full because they just called for snow and they freak out automatically. And that's why I hate driving around people when it snows. It's because they lose their minds for some reason in this area. I mean, it's not even that bad. It's not going to stick to the roads. The roads are not freezing. It's been warm for too long to actually do anything, you know, here. So, but yeah, I hate driving around with people in the wintertime. They get crazy, and that's the worst part of it. So yeah, it's gonna get warmer again pretty quick. This is the death rattle of winter, and spring is right around the corner. And I'll be glad, because the cold weather has done just horrible things to my back, and I'm ready for the warmer weather, so my back maybe will start suffering as much as it has. I mean, it'll still start hurt, but at least it won't suffer as badly, because I got way too much to do, and it has been an annoyance trying to get things done with a bad back. Another side note and a quick question for those out there that follow us regularly and watch our content consistently. Now, it's going to be, I looked at my YouTube, or me and Andy's YouTube page, and I was kind of doing the math. You know, we gain about 100 followers a year. To get to that 1,000 mark, it'll be another 5-6 years before we get to that 1,000 mark. Just on the, just looking at how we usually do. And that's not like trying to get another content creator to shout us out and stuff. And that does work, don't get me wrong. That did help last time I had Nick Recaida. I think that's his last name, Recaida. He goes by Recaida Law, but Nick from Recaida Law shout us out. And it boosted me up, a few subscribers, and that's great, and that helps. But what I'm saying is it may take us still quite some time to get to that 1,000. And knowing Facebook and how Facebook works, they don't push like community feeds to the public. You can't access them on anything other than, I think, your computer or your phone. And be honest with you, I follow a ton of people, and I never check community feeds because I watch all my content on the TV. So, and they never notify me that, hey, so-and-so, posted a community feed, or so-and-so reached out. And we want to engage with y'all the best way we can. I mean, I know we read your comments, and that can, if you're watching on your TV, you're not going to go to your phone and comment something. Usually you're not going to do that. But you're not going to go use your phone to comment on something. You're going to just, let it go and go by. So we're trying to figure out what's the best way to build a community where you can support us. We can maybe set up some kind of subscription plan or something that you can support us through. It won't have to be a lot, just something that, help us out, because food prices are high right now. So every video we do, we're spending at least $60 on. The very least. That candy I bought last week was almost like $60. So we might set something up where it might be a subscription model, but there's two big ones, or one big one and one that they just kind of started in the game with. And I use that word, I'm trying to think of the word, ironically, I guess, because Discord has, if you're a gamer, everybody has a Discord pretty much. You have to have Discord to chat with your communities in the games and stuff, if you're friends and whatnot, especially if you're on PC. And they're now segued into PS5 and stuff. So Discord has a subscription plan that you can do. And the reason why we're trying to figure out the best way to do this is that we want to make sure, we want to build a community, but we don't want it to be all subscription based. We want to be able to give perks to those who want to maybe have more access to us. And there's two ways of doing that. Now, Discord may be an option. And I was talking to one of my buddies about, because he's got a channel too, and he's actually getting, YouTube is killing him right now, and on the views. He was getting thousands of views. Now he's getting like 5 views on a video. But I was talking to him about, building a community, and he's a gaming channel, so of course Discord makes sense to him. Discord would be another app on your phone, but it would automatically notify you, where it could set it up where they would automatically notify you when a video gets posted, and when we, message out to the whole community, it'll all go through Discord. Also give you a chance to directly connect with us. So say if we do a subscription model for like $5 a month, or at the bottom tier, and $5 gives you maybe better access to behind the scenes stuff. We'll do some content just for those creators, and maybe $10 gets you a chance to talk to us about maybe some ideas that you think would be good for our videos, or a chat or something. I'm kind of thinking something like that. Now Patreon has that kind of stuff, but it's a little bit more limited than to be, the community aspect of contacting. So that's one option. The other option is Locals. Locals is big on, they don't care who's on their platform. They're just for the money anyway, so anybody can be on there. So Locals, I could do a one subscription plan that once you join the community, then you're the only ones that can comment, and there's no trolls that can go in and post random junk. Like there's stuff that gets posted to our videos sometimes that's just random spam, and that's all be gone. There's none of that. And we can also do some extra stuff just for those subscribers. Now I'm not saying we're going to go away from YouTube. We're going to stay on YouTube, but we're trying to find out how to build a community where y'all can support us. If you want to support us, help us out with the channel, the videos, and be able to be in contact with y'all a little bit more personally. And we can't do that through YouTube. They're just not allowing it for us smaller creators. I mean, think about it this way. If I go live with a video right now, I can't have super chats because I don't have that certain amount of subscribers and viewer time and all that other stuff. But and that really doesn't make me want to do live streams, because I may get a few viewers here and there, but I can get more viewers by throwing up a video, and just it occurs over time. And I may get a few comments here and there, and sometimes I can reach back to you if I'm not busy, which here lately I've been swamped with stuff constantly, so that's a little bit harder. But still, Locals or Discord, I can contact right away. I'm always on Discord anyways, but Locals would be the same way. So let me know what y'all think, if you're willing to support us that way. We're okay with setting up something like that if you're wanting to have a little more access to us in that regards. We don't mind. We want to build a community of like-minded people that want to build a better future for, I don't even know how to say this, because the reason why we got on YouTube is because we've got tired of seeing so much content on there that was just not fit for family consumption. It was degrading, or it was just using horrible language, and it's just something that you wouldn't want your kids to watch. Well, at least I wouldn't want my kids to watch. So we wanted to make sure we had something on YouTube that anybody can watch. They don't have to worry about cussing. They don't have to worry about gross stuff. They don't have to worry about just immoral stuff happening. Immoral to me. My morals might not line up with your morals, but that was our thought process, because we wanted to kind of reflect on the stuff that we grew up on. And so we want to kind of, if you're in that kind of mindset and you want to keep that community, then you want to help us out. We want that community to build. So that's what we're kind of going for. So just let us know what you think, and what if you're willing to support us that way. Sometimes shirts and stuff cost $20-some, $30-some. And I get it can be a lot, especially right now. Things are going on, bank scares, food prices are expensive, gas prices are expensive. I get it, believe me, I do. So if it, $5 a month may not be anything to you, and you maybe want to do that. So let me know if that's what you want, if you would be willing to do, and if you would, well, we'll maybe go down that route. So, but I'm gonna get off here. We're getting ready, class getting ready to start up, and I will hopefully have a video for you on Thursday. Can't promise anything. I gotta shoot some video for our play, and it's a lot of things going on, so I'm wore out. It's been a long few weeks, and it won't slow down until the beginning of April, probably the second week of April, and then it'll slow down a little bit. Alrighty, I'll see y'all later.